Hey y'all, this podcast contains potentially disturbing content. Our show includes graphic references to topics such as sexual abuse, self-harm, violence, eating disorders, explicit language, and sexual acts. Listener discretion is advised. This show is for mature audiences only.
Good morning and welcome back to another episode of the Queer LBC podcast. I'm your host, Nino. My pronouns are he, him. Thank you for asking. I have with me here my fabulous cohorts.
Yo, it's me, Christoph, your city top liaison. My pronouns are he, him, and that motherfucker.
Dr. Mikey here, your local licensed and practicing therapist for entertainment purposes only. My pronouns are he, she, all of them.
So today we have a special guest in the Queer LBC lab. We have Gio here.
Welcome.
The founder of the Queer Room, which is a place that provides a safe space to tell queer stories, share and engage in conversation to help advocate for our queer community, local and internationally. It's about to get real queer, real quick, as they tagline says. So, Gio, who are you? What are you? What brings you here today? You're a Long Beach native too, right?
Hell yeah, 20 plus years.
Hey.
Let's go, Long Beach. College brought me here. The university is what physically brought me to Long Beach, but I used to play in these streets before I lived here because, we have a queer community out here. So in my younger years, I used to come out and, of course, hit up the bars. And then, got to that stage where it's like school is, what school? And I was like, Long Beach, let's go. So graduated Cal State Long Beach and stayed. I was like, this is it. There is no better place to be than Long Beach. Diversity, the queer acceptance in the community. It's that small town, big city feel. I love it. And, I don't see myself leaving. So queerness and Long Beach, goes together.
It
right?
go,
Yeah.
right. It go hands in hand like peanut butter and jelly.
Ooh, I like it.
Where do you originally come from?
So interestingly enough, I was born in the Bronx, New York, but I'm not a New Yorker. I came here when I was 4. So like Southern California. So we're talking the area of like Pasadena area,
Okay.
San Gabriel Valley, and then ventured over to Long Beach. So
Nice. Oh, okay.
SoCal. I'm a California girl, even though I was born in the Bronx. But don't mess with me because the Bronx will
The Bronx
come
is
out.
still in
It's
you.
there.
The
It's
Bronx is
there.
still in
Yeah,
you.
It's the roots.
Come on, the Italian Bronx. You've seen the movie, The Bronx.
Right.
I love the
come on.
Bronx.
So,
the Bronx is a great place.
So yeah, it's in there. But yeah, I mean, you can't get a better city with all the diversity, and we're at the beach with this weather. I mean, come on. And this community, this podcast in and of itself, right? Like, here we are. Let's do this. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Collaboration. Let's talk. Let's have safe spaces to do things. So when the opportunity came along to create, I decided to create the Queer Room and have a safe space for people to collectively come together and have engaged conversations, but also to advocate and really make sure that, that side of conservatives and things that are kind of being thrown into the mix of our happiness and right to exist doesn't diminish who and what we are and what we're here to do. So really making sure that we create film, podcasts and various things. And events. And I mean, we've done quite a bit of different things, but I would say the main thing is we have filmed a couple of filmed podcasts where you could visually see them on, YouTube and actively see what we're doing. We're engaging in various conversations around relationships, queer relationships, to, kind of diving into even within the community, the diversity within our community. Because my lived experience is going to be different from your lived experience. Even though we may all be queer, the lived experience is different. And can we bond stronger even within our own community?
Definitely.
And so that's kind of what the Queer Room's all about, what Gio's about. And I'm here to like put it out there and
Nice.
I'm the cheerleader. Let's go. Let's go.
But before we get fully in depth in regards of the queer room in general. You did mention that Long Beach and queerness go together like peanut butter and jelly
Yeah.
or like coffee and a scone.
That's right.
We just had our beautiful Long Beach Pride weekend. The queerness was out in full effect. How did you enjoy Pride this last weekend, even though the festival was canceled due to some misunderstanding and things of that nature? How did you still
Yeah.
How'd you be
pride? How prideful were you still?
How did I pride?
Right. How did you pride? How proud did you pride?
I prouded.
Nice.
Yeah, I definitely did. It was an interesting, and I'm curious what you all think, honestly. It was interesting because we've always have a festival, don't we? Like,
Yeah.
that's just the thing. Like, we're
It's
one
like
of
the
we're
kickoff.
we're one of the big ones that starts it, right? So that last minute thing, it was two things were going through my mind. Number one, I felt bad for people who rely on that, especially right now in our economy, maybe financially, maybe staff, maybe people who are looking, to support their life, right? Like in a big event like that, and maybe that. So that part, I felt bad for that part because no one wants to lose, income on something that
Right.
that might be, helpful for them, right? So there was that. I felt bad for that. Number one. Number two, I was like, well, being in Long Beach 20 years and going to so many festivals in the past, I traditionally hit small businesses and I hit the neighborhood, and me and my friends are out on the streets, so to speak,
Yeah.
right, and having a good time. So it didn't affect me personally too much because I'm out there hitting the smaller events, the businesses, and
Okay.
supporting. So it didn't affect that. But people who come to town for the festival, I think what they ended up doing is hitting the streets with us, which
Yeah.
for me was really quite interesting because then I was able to interact with people that maybe like
You would have missed.
I would have
Right.
missed. So honestly, it sucked, right? Overall, right? The festival is the thing, it's a tradition, all of that. But at the same time, the city is so fucking accepting of like our community that we were able to switch it up and say, okay, so we don't physically stand here. We're going to stand here instead.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
not
Really
in
what it
this
was.
part of the city. Come to this part of the city.
Yeah.
So we were able to adjust. Now, other parts of the country may not be
Have
able
that-
to adapt,
yeah.
right? But we did, and so I'm curious. Did you all kind of feel that, like you just adjusted, and it was
Yeah, and I feel like almost like, because we had this conversation earlier this week, I most definitely felt the same way, just because like in previous, I think I only been to like 2 Pride's festivals per se. Usually I'm just around the neighborhood and things of that nature, like Long Beach and WeHo. But like it felt like right after the parade, it felt like it just transitioned so seamlessly that everything was just like right there.
Yep.
Because after the parade was done, you was able to just go to Bixby Park, and they had the little get together in the park, and they had the music, and it was a vibe. And then there was a lot of house parties up and down Ocean and Second and First, so it was like, the festival was citywide in the neighborhood
Yeah.
versus being down at the Marina Park.
Absolutely. I think I felt that vibe too, which was nice, and the weather was nice, and everyone was just I think. And did you guys get this feeling as well already? The feeling like we all needed this past weekend. Like I felt like just every time you're looking at your phone or you're looking at the news and it's just dark as fuck, to be able to have just said, I'm not going to sit around with my phone in my hand unless I'm, meeting up with friends and where
Right,
you're at.
exactly.
Yeah.
Other than that, like just to
streets.
be in the streets with your people, community coming together and feeling that like pride and love. this year has been rough. So
Yeah.
to come
for
in
sure.
and be able to have that, I don't know, it felt fucking amazing.
Yeah.
See, that's what I told you. Like, this was really just like another weekend for me. So, like, it was just like, this is what I usually do on the weekends. So it's
Yep.
like
Everyone's at a
Saturday,
party with
Sunday,
you.
I'm usually just out in the street in the neighborhood, just drinking, having fun with friends. And that's just what it felt like. But it felt better because it was more community out and about. Like, usually there was every part of the LGBTQ plus I umbrella was out and about. And usually during the regular weekends, you usually just see, the gay guys and a sprinkle of lesbians and a speckle of bis. So, like you just, you know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, yeah.
and a Jarippa trans.
Yeah.
So like, but
Yeah.
like this weekend, like you got to see the whole
Yes.
sea of beautifulness that is queerness.
I 1000% agree with you. And Christoph, I know you party on the weekends,
Oh, yeah.
so this was just another weekend
Exactly.
for you.
Yeah.
But someone like me, I'm a little older, I didn't go out as often like that. But
Right.
but it was absolutely that. I will say, like, as a lesbian, right? Who I was having that conversation with a friend actually, and being an older lesbian is really fucking interesting right now. Very fucking interesting. Like,
Interested in a good way or
I think it's a little bit of both.
both? Okay.
Yeah, I think the good thing I'm seeing is we're coming out. We're out.
Yeah.
Where the people are not hiding as much as, I did it. I did my hiding for too long, and then eventually I was like, nah, I can't live like this, and came out and did the thing, and spent a couple decades still finding my authentic, true self. It's not like you come out like. For me, I'll speak on my own experience. It's not like I came out and I was like, okay, here, I'm free, I'm good, this is who I am. No, I've had my whole childhood stripped from me. I had to figure out who the fuck I am. So it's not like I was able to like come out of the closet and be like, cool, hey everyone, I'm fucking lesbian. I know you called me a tomboy and you probably suspected, but here I am. I had to actually look in the mirror and figure out who the fuck I am, because the look I was looking like wasn't me.
Yeah.
The clothes in my closet, that wasn't me. I had to figure this shit out. And so that took even a couple more decades. And here I am in my true, lesbian mask authenticity, with my pronouns being she and her, and being called sir all the time. But that's fine. I don't give a fuck. But
Yeah.
the point
Right,
is
'cause
like,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? It didn't
Being your own
start that way.
creation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't start off that way at the moment I stepped out of the closet, so to
course.
speak. So the evolution of that. But seeing people today, the younger generation, just ballsy as fuck and not caring and living who they are in their authenticity sooner in life,
Yeah.
makes me want to cry. Like, I fucking love that.
I most definitely see that too. And it's just like, damn, I wish I had the balls
Right?
to do some shit like that when I was
Yeah.
younger.
Right? I mean,
Or even come out before
yeah.
after so long. But yeah.
Yeah, you go through, for me, self-hate, right? My internalized homophobia.
It's real.
Like, it's devastating. So I love that aspect of seeing that out there in the streets, of just the younger folks just saying, like, I don't give two shits. This is who the fuck I am.
And if you don't like it, fuck it.
Fuck you, right? Like, I love that. And then I think that the part that hits that I'm like, oh, we still need to do a little better on is I do believe we still have to have more understanding of each other's individual experiences. I still think I see a little too much judgment on, okay, you're a gay man. Okay, you're a lesbian. Okay, well, you're bi. Okay, well, you're trans. Like, no. Like, there's a reason there's an acronym, right? Like, there's a reason that this all is together in one acronym. Can we figure this shit out? Because we get enough of it from the hetero side.
Yeah,
That's true.
we
So-
keep stereotyping ourselves.
Yeah.
Can we come together a little smoother, a little more
Yeah.
with love and acceptance, and I think that's the part where I'm still like, okay, we still need work to do here, you know, but it's better, even though the world around us might be taking steps backwards. We're fucking not. right?
Yeah.
The heteronormative world is taking their steps backwards. As a queer community, I don't see us taking steps backwards. I think there's fear, sure, and people are being careful, but I'm not seeing where we're like, stepping backwards like the hetero world is.
Yeah, that's true. But I think the work you said of coming together more cohesively has a lot to do with the work of undoing the internalized isms of it, right? The biphobia, the transphobia, like all of that is put into place to keep us separate, to keep us distant from each other. Because if we do unite, girl, we're powerful.
Oh my
Right.
gosh, it's ridiculous. And I have this conversation with my friends too. It's like, we live in a population of these demographics, right? Like, okay, a percentage of people are this percent is that percent. But the realistic aspect when you talk about queerness is we don't have a true statistic.
Yeah.
We don't, because we live in such a homophobic, projected world. And religion plays a role in all that fear too. But
for sure,
we live in that world that I'm going to say this, like, personally, I think at least, and I'm saying the bare minimum to me in my heart, 50% of our population is queer at the bare minimum. You're never going to see that in a statistic because people are not living their truth.
Yeah.
Now, it could potentially be more. I have friends that are like, oh no, it's way fucking more than 50%. So all I'm saying is, to live this life in this world, I just don't think the hetero world understands. It's not as easy as you think. There are so many, like, just little subliminal hate moments that you experience that we're almost so used to it, we don't even talk about it. We just go through it.
It's almost just like school shootings. Like we just, it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, another one? Okay. Anyway, so what do we have in for dinner, everyone?
Yeah.
It's like, holy fucking shit, really? We're here, huh? Okay. But yeah, I see myself stopping my friends a bit more and engaging in things that they may say where I'm like, whoa, let's think about what you just said there. I'm finding myself doing more of that. And I think that's the part that we need to just continue to do.
Yeah, I try to check myself when I say jokes. And then I'm like talking to my friends who are, I feel like, have told me like, hey, that's not funny. And I'll be like, and I'll check myself. I'm like, oh, you know what? I shouldn't say that. And I do try to check myself because I do say stupid shit. And I because it's just like, we're all casual and we all want to say whatever. We all want to make jokes and whatever. But like the reality is like, we need to like unlearn that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, as I sit here as a woman who identifies as a woman who is a lesbian, pronouns she, her, the woman aspect is a whole other layer. It is a whole other fucking layer.
Intersectionality of it
Oof.
all.
My God. So, I think my big dick energy gets me in a lot of trouble. It does, from everywhere, like all aspects of my life. It gets me in trouble, and not bad trouble. I'm sorry, but if you think me, putting my foot down to speak up on something that I feel is, if that's trouble to you, then that's your problem.
That's your issue to handle, right?
That you could go home and cry about it. I'm not. My issue is, the fact that we just don't say enough sometimes when we should be.
Yeah.
And, as a woman, I just like, man, I got a fear for the heteronormative man who wants to beat my ass on a dance floor because I'm dancing with a pretty girl and he doesn't like that look. So he comes up to me, which is a true story, not that long ago. And I'm like, whoa, really? To, women looking at me like, ew, you're objectifying me. And I'm like, no, like, I'm just another woman who wants women friends too. Like, I don't have to objectify you.
Yeah.
I don't care to. It's not my thing. I just want to like have friends just like everyone else. And you happen to be a femme looking woman. It doesn't mean I fucking want you, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's just
chill
almost
out.
like when guys like it's just vice versa. Like they look at you as a male that's trying to just like hit on them.
A threat.
And it's like, no, I'm just trying to be cultural and cool. Like, and I think that's what like society lacks now. It's just like people always assuming that somebody wants something from them when they go and interact with people or strangers.
Yeah. It's and even the you know, as a mask presenting woman, even within the mask to mask friendships, there's issues sometimes, like jealousy and this and that. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay, y'all, can we, like, what do we need to do?
Like, what's right?
It's patriarchy.
God damn.
It's like,
you know?
who's the king of the castle? Or
Well,
like,
you know what?
it's just like battle.
Haters hate a confident king. What can I say?
It's true.
Yes.
It's true.
God damn.
Can you tell us a little bit about kind of how you came into owning your mask identity?
Yeah. So I'll get vulnerable. Are y'all ready to get vulnerable? Let's do it. There was one very specific thing I really had to deal with, and I was really, really like struggling with. And I've been in therapy since I was 22, like not every single year, but like consistently throughout the years, like on and off, but consistently enough that it's been long enough that I'm not scared to look in the mirror and do the work. But with that said, I was going through this evolution of like, okay, I really like men's clothing, right? Like always have been. I'm a tomboy, but I wanted to like dive deeper into it because I would always wear like a little pink or purple somewhere. Like my Nikes had to have pink in it because if I didn't, then you know that would be too like dykey and butch and that would be too much. That'd be overboard, Gio. You don't want that.
I don't want questions.
Right.
Oh. And then I was like, no, I stopped. Okay, so then I was like, no, fuck that. Okay, done. And then my hair, of course, I had this long, like I have curly fucking hair, like thick ass curly Italian fucking hair, like down to my mid back. Cutting that off was, I just was like going from that to short, like that was, but I was so ready that I was like, and that was a whole other evolution right there of like, oof, okay.
Like a release.
The shedding.
And I'm kind of like a fitness person, right? So I like work out and blah, blah, blah. And the only reason I bring that up is because people would comment on my body, right? Like, oh, now we got short hair, muscles. Oh, look at the way you dress. Now I'm starting to look like the dude, the man. And I do look like my dad, like with all due respect. I love my father and I look like him. I fucking do. But the reality is like I started creeping with all these little things I was doing, getting more and more into this mask presenting appearance where now I'm at the point of like, oh, sir, I can help you over here. What do you want for your drink? And it's like, oh, and then they hear my voice and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. And it's go, no, it's cool. But there is this one vulnerable story and I want to share it real quick. So there was a moment where I was thinking top surgery, right? Like, I'm like, is this something I want to do? Like, let me think about this. Like, okay. And then I was like, you know what? I want to be able to go to the fucking beach and not wear a shirt, dude. Like, why the fuck are you making me wear this bikini top? It doesn't fit in my, like, DNA, my soul. It doesn't fit, like, for me to want to put this on and wear this. But I'm told by society that I have to. Okay? So in my head, I'm like, okay, maybe top surgery. So I go to therapy and I'm talking about it. And I had the best, like, queer therapist. She was fucking awesome. And just really, we got into some deep, deep childhood wounds. And the reality was, it wasn't that I needed top surgery for me. Now, if you do need it, or you're trans, or you're, by all means, do it. Like, do it, right? I'm just speaking on my own personal experience. The only reason my brain had told me, and I didn't realize this until I, like I said, got into that deep conversation about it, it wasn't just being at the beach with no shirt on. It was that I made myself believe I looked like a freak presenting as a man with breasts. So my own brain convinced me that I was a freak if I looked that way.
You need to be all congruent, right?
It has to be, yes. And so I had to battle that in therapy, and I did. And now I don't give a fuck about putting a bikini top on. I'm so, like, it's going to be the smallest motherfucking bikini top we have. There's the least amount of material. But the point is like, I now can wear like a tank top with no bra. I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, if a white tank and my nipples are showing, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't really ever about that when I thought it was. It was my own self-hate that I had to get over. And so now I'm like, oh, I love these little things. They're cool right here on my chest. You know, like
they mine.
Yeah.
they're good. They're mine.
Right.
And again, not to say that anyone who feels differently should, like, no, do it.
Right.
If that is what, you know, I have trans friends who've had top surgery and absolutely. But it was just a very interesting moment of, wow, I've really held on to self-hate for way too long. So.
About what age were you when you had that breakthrough?
Okay, let me think. Late 30s.
Okay.
Yeah. So not like super young, not, you know, but yeah. So late 30s and tackled that really hard. And then got into my 40s, and I would say that's when I really just shed all that shit. And now, you know, I'm 51 and I don't give a flying fuck.
I love that.
Okay.
And there is a difference between having like authentic confidence. You know, there's something deep in that, and that comes with, I think, age and self-work.
Yeah.
Self-work, self-love. There is a different kind of confidence walking into a room when it's authentic confidence, not the fake shit.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, you could still be, somebody can still be in that age group and then still not give a fuck, but hasn't done the work.
Exactly.
And then you can tell the difference, because it's almost like they're being performative.
Absolutely.
More than being authentic.
And you know when you find it the most, if you're in a relationship with someone like that, that's when you really, I feel, see it. Because you have a perception of someone when you're dating and getting to know them, right? And then when you get into the deep relationship with them and you're actually now you're together, now those bits and pieces start coming out of like, oh, wait a minute. And so for me, I was like, I want to put a big fucking mirror in front of my face, and what the fuck am I doing? Right? And how do I come through this like moment of, is this fake or is it real, and what parts of me are real and what parts are performative and whatever, right? So, and it doesn't mean like, oh, I'm cured. Fuck no. Yeah. I'm doing this work till the day I die. So yeah, it's been a journey, that's for fucking sure. But I don't know, Pride was great. Let's go, Pride.
Yeah.
I'm ready for another.
That's beautiful.
It's right around the corner. It's about to be Pride season. Yeah. But I know you had mentioned also like the eternalized homophobia. I don't think like the community realize how much that goes on, you know? Like, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was there's a adult film star who like was using like N-word and like just like, but he's a white film star, gay porn star, and then like throwing those words out and just like, but then also back in the day used to do a lot of content with black creators. So it's just like, right. So it's just like,
so what? He thinks he has the past because he fucked some black guys.
Right. Like,
Oh
so
God.
like, I don't, but not even the past, but like he's sending 10 hoes down. But like, what changed? I mean, were you originally always been like that and was just doing it for clout, or like did something like, or is it just eternal? Like you just don't fucking know because people don't put in the work to address some of the issues that they have.
And yeah, and I think also, a lot of it is their circle of people.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, you know, if you don't have a diversified circle around you, like that's what saved me, I think, in a lot of ways as I'm Italian, but I'm white, right? Like I'm white. I reap the benefits of that privilege. Okay. So the reality is like, I've just managed to, and I think coming from like, honestly, the Bronx and then coming to California the way I did with my parents who are immigrants, and like, I was subjected to like communities that were more mixed communities, right? I didn't like have that. And I think that's a blessing to me, because then I'm able to have more like understanding of other people's experiences.
Yeah.
But not everyone gets that, and it doesn't excuse shit. But that's the problem. It's like at some point you got to diversify a little. You got to understand that just because your circle of friends and you guys all look the same, and you want to have an opinion about other people who don't look like you, check yourself immediately.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you should have people that are around you that have a good diversity of mix from not only like your race or whatever, but like, do you even know a trans person? Have you ever, do you have a trans friend?
Yeah.
You know, but you have all these fucking opinions about it. And I don't know. I think your circle really, it's going to launch you into, you know, more of a positive, impactful life where you go out there and you advocate and you understand what, you know, that things need to change.
Yeah.
Or your circle's just going to keep you silent or keep you hateful, right?
That's true.
It's that circle. And, yeah, I think that's one of the issues for sure. I've definitely lost family, I've lost friends, I've lost people, and that's okay. Like, I'm okay with that. Because I can't, you know, I can't sit in that shit.
Can't deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that the reality is I come from the belief that we're all racist and we're all homophobia because we live in a racist, homophobic world. So we get indoctrinated by that. But how much we attach to that depends on how much work we do, how much diversity we expose ourselves to.
Well, I think more just exactly what you said. It is, if anything, more important to unlearn than to just learn.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so you learned about, trans people's experience. You've learned about this and that. But did you unlearn your DNA that you were taught from a kid on what to poke fun at to what to, you know what I mean? Like that, that part of like bullying in you.
Yeah.
Did you unlearn that part? Because if you're not doing the unlearning part, you only get so far with the learning part.
Yeah.
Right. You got to put it into action.
Yeah. Oh, in action. There's the word.
Another one.
Yeah.
So Queer Room came, I know Queer Room came about just for you to cultivate that safe space.
Yeah.
I remember coming to one of your, I think it was either the first or second episode.
Yeah, the first one of the Queer Room, yeah.
And it was mind-opening because as a gay man, as a gay black man, you really don't, and especially being in the neighborhood in like Long Beach, like it's very gay forward versus like you don't see a lot of lesbian, and then also to see lesbian love.
Oh yeah.
That was like it was like so beautiful to see, and just like, and I wish it was like, well, you know, people know L Word, but you know that's back in the day.
You know? Like it's a soap opera, right?
Exactly. But that was like pure fucking, and I think I remember running into one of the couples at a coffee shop, and I was like, I just told him, it was just like, oh, like y'all look familiar, and I was like, y'all did Queer Room, and I was like, I loved y'all's story, and it was just like, so what kind of responses did you get when you first came out with those episodes?
Yeah, so the first one was really about two lesbian couples who had long-term relationships, and I really wanted I wanted them to speak on their story because you know, we see a lot of you see a lot of in and out relationships, right? In and out.
Yeah.
But the ones that last, that are longer term, what do they have to say? Because there's something to that, isn't there? Like they didn't just dip when it got rough, right? Because if you're telling me you've been together 13 years, you're telling, right? Like what? And not that there's a secret, but like give us some insight. What is that about? Because it's already hard enough being queer and existing with, like, you know, a lot of times your family and religion and things, right? So like now you're surviving together as a couple. Like, tell me what that's like. And so it was beautiful to hear because it got so emotional at moments of the episode that I didn't even expect, that they got vulnerable. And you heard about one story, which was the cancer story, and how they survived that together, right? They got through those steps, and just to hear the one partner look at the other one who had cancer and had to go through surgery and go through this and that and the other, and to hear her be able to say how hard it was to be on her side, to see her partner, you know, what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
And it was just like all of us, the cast, the crew behind the cameras, we were bawling. It was beautiful. And they had to hold it together because they weren't going to show that during the time, because you're the one that has to keep it all together and do all the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then to be able to almost have this release post, knowing everything's cool now. It was really kind of beautiful to capture in the sense of like the story and getting that out to the audience. And I think that hit home really hard.
Yeah.
And then the other couple had also experiences where, you know, they had a family member pass away, and it was this whole thing. And it was just like their families had to come together during those moments, right? And so now you've got perhaps even moments where these things are happening and a family member may not be accepting of the couple, but you've got this tragedy that happened and it's going to bring you all together. And there was one where she was telling the story about how, like, you know, the grandpa, like, and her had this, like, her girlfriend had this amazing bonding experience, which she was like sitting back watching, and she was just so emotional about it because you don't know if that's ever going to happen, right? Like, so it was just beautiful. And the second episode was just more about, we had younger queer masks and older queer masks, and we had their versions of what they're going through. And that was also a really cool, fucking episode, because now you've got, that episode hit me hard. Like, I cried a lot because these younger masks came to me and they're like, you give us hope.
No.
I know what I'm gonna look like now when I'm older. Like
Beautiful.
shit like that, where you're just like, oh my god, my heart is fucking crying right now, right? Because I didn't have that at their age.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck my future was gonna be like, and for them to see a group of older, you know, from studs to masks to living this life as with a wife, or some of them had kids and they were just saying, we own a home and you this, that, and holy shit, like I could have that. It's like, yeah, you can fucking have that. So, and then for us being the older ones, looking at them going, what are you going through? And then we're like, oh god damn it, we grew up different.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you all have to deal with that shit. Okay, I'm sorry, we're here for you. What do you need? And I still have a mass text message with all of us on it. The young
nice.
and the
It's
older,
like
and we
y'all
still,
little community
yeah,
now.
we still,
That's
you know,
cool.
That's
we still
beautiful.
talk and chat and how y'all doing and get together. So, so that's the shit. That's the shit. That's what's important. You know, it's not talking the talk. It's getting out there and fucking walking the walk,
Yeah, doing it.
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would recommend anybody to watch The Queer Room because I've seen it. And yeah, the diversity of lesbians is what got me. I was like, dang, this is fun. Seeing the lesbians,
Right.
watching the lesbians.
Yeah.
Because you don't, like, you're right, like he said, like, as a gay man, like, at the gay bars, you don't see that many lesbians. Like, yeah, you will see, like, 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then, well, that's 2.
yeah.
So, yeah, it's fun to see the plethora, the non-monolith of
Yes.
lesbians.
Yeah, and that's really important. And it was, and the thing is it's easier to get that. There's 12 of us, right? So it was easier to get that diverse group of people living in here,
Long
right?
Beach.
Long
Yeah,
Beach.
yeah.
Beach, yeah.
Now you go to another part of the country and you do the show. Yeah.
Everybody gonna look the same.
What are we gonna look like? And our and where are there where are the isms at in that group, right? Like, so it is. So, yeah, politics really sucks because they do want to keep us divided, and this is why, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
this is their perfect little equation for their power hateful trips. So, yeah.
Is that what you went to school for, film, or?
No, I was just talking to another friend earlier about this. I did not go to film school. I'm a health science major. My emphasis
okay.
with health education, like nutrition, fitness. I was a personal trainer for years. I was a firefighter for 5 years, like blah, 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 right? So like that side of things.
Everything.
Yeah. Oh, hey, everything. And then, 2020 happened and this COVID thing happened and I was at home and I've always wanted to do like a short and do like a little
Okay.
script. So I wrote it, and at the time I was in a relationship where, you know, she had some acting and singing background, and so I was like, hey, would you do this? Would you do this with me if I got some of my friends? Because I had friends who do film, and I was like, maybe we can like figure this out, do like a little short and throw it in film festivals just for shits and giggles. Shit, that motherfucker, like, yeah, not only did we like do a film fest, like we hit 3 film festivals, we got best drama in one of the film festivals
nice.
for Oregon.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
And then we did a premiere at the art theater, and we packed the entire movie theater here in Long Beach and had a little, so, and that was my first. That was like no fucking anything. And then after that, I took some actual online courses for film just to kind of get like the gist of some of the things. And then I said, I want to do like a documentary type style something. What am I going to do? And then I created the Queer Room, and then we did 2 episodes. And right now I'm just editing my second short film, which is another drama. So
okay, because I was just about to ask you, do you see what else do you see yourself doing as far as short film or doc style? So you have another short film coming out as well as another docu episode coming out.
So right now it's the short drama. I'm finishing that. When I'm done with that, then I'll start trying to get that filmed.
Okay.
Once that's filmed, then I'll do a 3rd episode of the Queer Room. That'll be after that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put some time and effort into this short. And
can you give us a little
I
peek,
could.
a little.
It's okay. I'll tell you
one sentence storyline.
I'll tell you so the first short film I did was called Lennon, and that was that centered around the topic of homelessness, because my father passed away experiencing homelessness like 20 years ago, and so I've done a lot of homeless advocacy, and so that was about that. But of course, you know, we threw a little queerness into that film as well. So we have that for the first short film, and the second one is actually a love story. So we're gonna do a little love story, and and I've got a couple real cool characters in it that are you know, funny. And you know, my friend read the script who does some producing, and she's like, these characters are hilarious. And I was like, okay, good. You think that's funny? Cool. Because you know, sometimes you think something's funny in your head, but but you know, you like, it's not really funny to anyone else.
So like a rom-com then?
It's kind of like that a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Fun. Like it's
not a tragedy.
No,
Good.
it's
we can't have those no more.
Yeah. So, but that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay, no, okay, wait till
yeah. So we're just doing edits now, and then just start pitching this motherfucker and try to get the funding for it. I've funded everything and had volunteers, friends and family volunteer up until the second Queer Room episode. The second Queer Room episode, everyone got paid.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And that was just honestly like me saying, I'm not asking anyone to volunteer. You volunteer one time just to help me get my fucking shit together, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm trying something new, and I love you. Thank you. And then the second time around, you get paid. So the first episode of the Queer Room volunteered. The first short film, everyone volunteered. The only one that got paid was the editor, because that was like a lot of time on their hands to edit a short film. And then now everyone's got to get paid. So the second episode of the Queer Room, everyone got paid. And this short film, everyone will get paid.
That's
so
cool.
I just have to figure out the funding.
There you go.
Yeah.
What about the 3rd episode? Any sneak peeks on that? What's potential topics?
You know what? What do you guys got? You got anything for me? I mean, you know, I don't. I do have a couple, but they're nothing solid. Like nothing that's landed yet. I think this year something's gonna land for me, right? Especially as we start approaching November. Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, 2026. I feel like it's the creative year.
Oh my God! If I think the more trauma that's around me, the more creative I get.
Exactly.
To have an outlet.
I will go nuts. I can't. I have to. I mean, you know, my friends make fun of me because I'm always doing something. It's like I'm always in like this event coming up. Like there's always, I got to do this. I got to do this. I have this idea. I have this idea. I have this idea. Just, it's like, my brain, ADHD brain, like it does not shut the fuck up. You know?
Perfect.
And so then speaking,
right, it is.
Right. And so then speaking of staying busy, you actually have a event coming up next week, which is called,
Yep. And it's a lot of cues. Queer.
Right. Queer Room presents Pitch My Friend, WLW,
Yeah.
Women Loving Women.
Yes.
Tell the listeners what's this all about.
So it's kind of out there, but I've really only seen it in the hetero world, really. Where
I think
there's
so
been a
too,
couple,
yeah.
right? Like, so a friend of mine, she's straight and single, and she's a good friend of mine, and I pitched her to a straight audience. So it was obviously women getting pitched to date men, straight people, right? Okay. So I was like, okay, I'll pitch you because she's such a fucking catch. And I know her so well. I'm like, let's do this. And what the event is you bring a PowerPoint presentation to a bar and you got an audience of dudes and you pitch your friend. And then after all the pitches happen, everyone mingles and like the guys now kind of see, oh, I liked that one. I like that one, or whatever the fuck it is. And then so it's like this really kind of creative, cool way to get people in real life because fuck dating apps, right? Like,
For real.
and I thought, God, this is great. I'm going to pitch. I want to see. Okay. This might be a little controversial, but the straight people just don't know how to do it.
They are lost.
They just don't know how. I was like,
How did they get
Talk
in?
about where's the creativity at?
I'm like, what is going on? The women like were creative, but the straight men,
They're lacking.
I don't.
It's gay to be creative.
I
It's gay to be
guess.
creative, and they don't want to do it.
I don't know. There was just it was hard to watch because you had these amazing women who want to be booed up, and it's like I feel bad. I'm like the options just like
Were
you
lacking.
couldn't even have conversation. Like I don't know. It's just it was really hard for me to just kind of sit and be like, wow, like I don't feel like this in my community, right?
Yeah.
So I was telling my friend Chris about it, and then Chris and I were just like, we worked on the second queer room together, and we were both just like, okay, well, let's do a queer one because we're gonna fuck this up. Like we're gonna fuck it up in a good way, though, right? Like, and so that's exactly what we're doing. And we went out. I was out all weekend during Pride, also handing out flyers and the whole thing, doing stuff like this, and putting it on the queer room blast on IG and like the whole thing, and getting a lot of really good responses and people turning shit in. And so we're gonna do a woman loving woman because then it really kind of fine tunes the audience, right? So it fine tunes like, hey, if this is what you're looking for, right? Like here's woman loving woman, whatever you identify, but it's women loving women. And come get pitched and also just mingle and meet people. You might even meet a friend, like whatever, right?
That's cool.
So, and women don't have as many spaces like the dudes do, right?
Yeah.
Like y'all have a lot of different spaces. We don't. So we're doing it at Watch Me Sports here in Long Beach, which is the women bar, right? That the sports women bar. And we're going to do it. And this is our first one. So
That sounds great.
come.
That sounds
You could it's for everyone. It just come, support, cheer on the people up on stage, give them a whoop whoop. 'Cause that's going to be a little nerve wracking for them. And that's it. But yeah, I mean, it's the reality is it's a woman loving woman. Like bring your girls, right? Like bring them, or non-binary or trans, right? But like if you're women loving women, like let's go. And so that's really what it's about. It's just trying to do it. That's not an app, and interactive and fun.
Yeah.
That's cool, especially for shy people.
Right?
Like that would like make it so much easier because you already know the person's already heard about you. They already kind of like you anyways. Then they're gonna come up to you. You've already been sold.
Right.
Instead of
You already
like,
know some bullet points about
I mean,
them.
from what I've heard of lesbians, that they're very shy and it's very hard to move things forward romantically. Not that I'm stereotyping, but
Allegedly.
but I am.
Not with me, but yes. Yes. I think we do have also though the apps are killing it, man. The dating scene is just getting destroyed, and I think a big part of the dating scene getting destroyed is technology. When you rely on swipe and text and when you get in real life and you got the human in front of you, you're almost like, I don't know what the fuck to do with it. Like Gen X, I'm a Gen Xer. Like we really struggle to understand the younger generation and the dating scene because we didn't have those options. You actually had to get the fuck out of the house. You had to actually go up to a motherfucker and say, hi, I'm Rio.
Yeah.
Can I buy you a drink? Right? Like, and now
How much
they've
more
got,
balls that takes than to fucking like, oh, hi.
yeah. Or and the ghosting and the
Yeah.
blocking, I think is so
Mm-hmm.
like aligned with the inability to communicate, the inability to look at yourself.
Right.
The fact that the confidence that we're talking about earlier is I think you lack some of that authentic confidence if you can't get a little uncomfortable with someone and engage in a
Exactly.
conversation.
And to tell a person that I thought I was interested, but now, I think we're better off as friends.
Yeah.
To have that conversation is great, but a lot of people don't have that conversation. That's what also gives you confidence.
Yes, it's the I'm just going to ghost. I'm just
Yeah.
going to block.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're now into avoidant behaviors, and that gets you nowhere. Like, then we just avoid, and now you're just literally looking in the mirror and you're avoiding all of your fucking wounds at the same time.
That's true.
Like, can we?
That's true.
You gotta get through the uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah. And I think with the dating apps too, it presents so many options that people are always like, I can do better. I can do better. Bigger and better. Right. So like you feel you don't have to invest. So you jump and jump and jump, thinking you're finding better and better.
1,000%.
It's wild.
The options are just, but what if there's someone better? Oof.
Commodification of human
Right?
life.
Really, it
Like,
is.
don't, and that's an issue because, we're here only so long on this fucking earth. And so don't waste people's time either. Like if you do need to find someone that you connect with, sure, but that you want to be with. Like you ultimately, like a goal for me is I want to find the person that is who they are, and I just love who they are. You're going to have moments where your boo drives you crazy sometimes. That's fucking normal, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have those moments, but having the ability to choose each other every fucking day and grow together, like actually grow, communicate better every year that you're together, and actually go out and have adventures in life. Like, let's travel, let's go do this. I've always wanted to do that. And like, I would love to sit down with a photo album at some point in my later in life and go, oh, remember when we did this?
Right.
Remember when we did this?
You're adventure bug.
And now I just have I don't have one adventure book, do I? I'm 51 and I have 20. Great. Okay. They're all little mini adventures with different people, and I'm not complaining about that because I was able to experience love and have experiences, and I don't regret any of it. There's not one ex I'll ever, say I quote hate. I hear that a lot. People use this word hate. I'm like, oh my God, no. There's not one ex. Yeah, have we hurt each other in the past? You're laughing over there, you motherfucker. You motherfucker. Now, for me, I speak on my experience.
Yeah.
I don't hate any of my exes. Like, sure, have some hurt me? Sure. Have I hurt some of them? Sure. But I don't hate them, right? Like, I wish them healing and then move on, as I would hope they wish me healing and to move on.
Yeah.
Right? But and of course there's always abuse and shit like that. Like, I'm not going that
Yeah, no, of
that's,
course.
You might hate someone who abused,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Like, let's be
That's
real about
different.
that. That's different. That's not, I'm just talking about just exes.
Yeah.
I had an ex. Okay, that's fine, whatever. I had an ex that cheated on me. That's fine. With a dude, and walked into a coffee shop a couple years later, and they were there with their kid. And, hey, that's fine. We were together 8 years. Okay. And
Were
that
you
happened.
shook when that happened?
I was absolutely devastated when that happened. Right. Yeah. And she's a lesbian and yeah. So that was a big 8 years of my life. Right.
Right.
I was devastated at first, but the reality is, I don't give a shit. I'll talk about it. I don't have an ounce of hate for that human. When I saw her with him and that child, I cried with the happiest tears of my life because I've never seen her that happy with me. Do you understand that? Do you understand that craziness?
I know that's not even
right?
craziness.
The compersion of it all.
Who the fuck am I to tell someone else? Now, could it have been done differently and maybe in a healthier way? Sure.
Probably.
But I wasn't perfect either, meaning not that I cheated, but I had some neglectful parts of me. I was a workaholic. Right? There were things
Right.
I did that didn't help the relationship. And so the reality is you always got to self-reflect. But I don't take away those 8 years with her. She was my best friend. We had some amazing adventures together.
Yeah.
And I see her with him out in Long Beach, and they look happy as fuck.
And then
And,
because
that's
when you're in a
fine.
relationship, the goal is you want your partner to be happy.
Ultimately, you
Ultimately, you-
should.
You want your partner to be happy. And if
Yes.
that happiness is not with me,
Yeah.
then I am okay with you finding happiness somewhere else.
Go.
Not that way, but
Right.
and
In a respectful way would be nice, but
exactly, right.
Yeah.
right. But life is crazy. This is just how it is.
Life
and-
gonna keep you on your P's and Q's.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, I just wish everyone the best, and I would hope that with like someone I hurt. If I hurt someone, I hope they would look at me and go, you know what? I hope you can heal, get through that, and end up happy on your end. And I do the same for them. So, and I'm still working through all that. And I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, I know everything. I don't. I'm still fucking learning. But all I have is 51 years of experience to speak on, and that's all I could do. Continue to grow. That's
Right.
it.
So what I'm hearing is that you're going to be pitched.
No,
Yeah.
That's what
I'm-
it sounds like.
I'm there to host that
Ah, so you're gonna be working. So you ain't gonna.
Not on
I-
the market.
I am there to host. It is not about me.
We can pitch
but-
her.
But yeah, there you go. But yeah.
So if somebody is interested in
Mm-hmm.
signing up for Pitch My Friend,
Yeah.
how would they go about that?
Yeah, so if you go to the Queer Room, and it's TheQueer.ROOM, the Queer Room, right? That's at IG. You'll see it, and click on the latest post. It'll have a whole description on an email there, on the flyer, even on the digital flyer. It's there. Just reach out, say, hey, I want to pitch my friend, and then we'll start the conversation and give you all the information. But it's going to be a 4 to 5 slide PowerPoint presentation. You have approximately 5 minutes or so. Get through it, and yeah, show up, make sure they're there, and bring it on a little flash drive just in case there's technical issues.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's always
But you got to send it to us, via email, and then we go from there. But yeah, and again, even if you're booed up, just bring your friends just to hang out and be entertained. And they're gonna have some specials that night, food specials, drink specials, and so. And then we have a surprise in the middle of it. We're gonna have a little break and we have a little game. It's a little surprise coming, so throw that in there.
I love it.
But yeah, so we just, I love love. I'm a fucking huge-hearted person, and love is the most amazing feeling in the world, and I just want everyone to feel it. So even if you have 20 million experiences till the day you die, fucking have 20 million experiences. If you have 5, have 5, whatever the fuck it is for you. But I just think that the feeling of love is so, I don't know, it's beautiful, and I know people aren't feeling it out there. So
Yeah. What's the date and time for your event?
yes, so June 6th, it's a Saturday night, and it starts at 7 p.m., but they open the doors at 6 p.m., so you can come early, get some food, hang out, get your seats.
Okay.
And then it's at Watch Me Sports in Long Beach. It's the women's sports bar. And yeah, just come, and $5 at the door. And that's it.
That sounds beautiful.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I mean, despite us being gay men, we have, I feel like, quite a sizable lesbian femme audience.
I love lesbians.
I think you should tag the lesbians in the IG.
I think maybe we
post.
should.
Tag them up, tag them up.
Well, we have a single friend here named Christoph. Would you be able to give a little pitch to him? A little preview, maybe?
I mean, right now? Right here, right now? I mean,
They're at the
would you be able to pitch him to the listeners?
pitch him to
Okay,
who?
maybe not yet.
right.
So-
Read her to
They gotta-
love.
See, we have to do this face to face.
you know
Oh,
what's
you're right,
funny?
you're right.
Can you? So what's funny to me is this one's like loving women, right? And we're gonna see. This is the first one, so we're gonna see. Get the kinks out, so to speak, and see how it goes and all that. But I can't even imagine.
Oh my God, that'll be hell.
You already know. It's gonna be more like I don't know, like just I feel like it would be in a very funny way, just a shit talking PowerPoint with the dudes, right?
Yeah.
Like, y'all
The
would be
shade.
like,
Telling all they
Gonna be
secrets
like,
and
I
bullshit.
feel like it'd be
Yeah.
way too shallow.
yeah, but it would be so entertaining and funny. Like, let's be real, it would. So you never know.
Maybe we could
First
do
off,
maybe once you get the kinks out, maybe we'll do a queer LBC the queer room
Combined?
collaboration of
I think that would
queer-
be phenomenal.
right.
I think that would be phenomenal.
Get that
Yes.
spectrum.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, man, and you have so many different, like, we are though a little bit more, aren't we? Because the straight community, it's pretty plain and simple, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like
Pretty cut
it's
and
like
dry.
they just meet and then they get married immediately. They don't date around. They don't understand each other.
Figure out your body, your
Right.
soul, your figure out your DNA. Get in there. What is
Right.
it? What am I?
They don't
What
get
do
in
I?
the crevices.
What do I really want here? How do I want to present? What do I want to? Yeah, like get in there and do that real research.
Yo.
And there's no research in straighthood.
No,
There's
straight
no
people
research.
just know what TV shows they watch.
Let's follow that.
That's their identities.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you, G. I don't know. Do you guys have any other questions or concerns for our love bug Geo with the queer room?
Well, anything else? Well, we already kind of discussed anything else in the future, right?
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I think it's just, following the queer room and seeing what the fuck I throw out there next. I mean, it's always something. There's always something. Yeah.
And the production value is high.
There we go. Yeah, I think I'm really excited about this next script too. So the next short film will be awesome, and this event is going to be fun as fuck. And I mean, we might even do a fundraiser for the short film. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. We collaborate something, and I'm sure I'll network with a bunch of people locally too to try to make that happen and get that budget. But yeah, I'm stoked. I'm here. I'm queer, and we're gonna fuck shit up.
I know that's right. Ain't going nowhere.
We ain't going anywhere. We're growing, bitches.
Where do lesbians go? Can we end on that? Where do
Yeah.
lesbians go?
Oh, I did have another question. Oh,
To go like
Like
as in
hang out, being community.
I mean, Sweetwater, right, is like the big spot in Long Beach.
Yeah. They're about to
yeah.
open one in WeHo. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
gonna be like
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah, I would honestly. That's the number one spot. I would say. You see pockets of us though in your community, right? And I say yours, but it's you know what I
It's
mean.
ours.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
ours, but
yeah.
it tends to have the boys in it, if you will, right?
I think
The men.
Yeah.
But
Some are boys.
what you know?
Mentally, yeah.
What you know about the hair?
Yeah, so that
hair too,
the
yeah.
hair is a spot that we're seeing more and more queerness. I don't know if it's leaning highly towards women. I think I've
like
seen
more of a
pockets.
mixture, yeah.
It's a mix. I would say a mix. But yeah, I think the sports bar too, right? We do see Watch Me Sports. We do see a lot of queer women there. So I think right now those are kind of the spots.
Okay.
Do you have any non-bar spots that's good to catch sexy ladies
I mean,
or not sexy ladies as
what
well?
what do lesbians do? We like to hike. We like to walk our dogs. So go to the dog beach, baby.
Yeah. So get out of your apartment.
That part, yes. I mean, yeah, like the arts, I think, right? Like I think a lot of lesbians are into that, and there's various film festivals, even like queer film festivals, things of that sort. But that's why I wanted to do an event like this to, again, like bring women together, because we just don't have enough spots.
Yeah,
like even now you're challenging me to tell you places, and I'm like,
It's about the three.
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Why you asking?
Fun. Slumber party at Geo's. I don't fucking know. Like, what do you want me to say, right? Like, fuck. And I don't mean that in no kinky way, by the way. I'm just saying, like, it sucks. And, again, it goes back to the beginning of our conversation of how, like, I think the straight world just doesn't get how hard it is sometimes for others. They're so in their own world.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need more.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting things together and creating that community.
Yeah.
Creating that environment.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for what you all do here. We got keep this fucking conversation going. I want them to get so sick of the word queer.
Right.
Like I want it to be like almost like there's some kind of agenda to get rid of that word in and of itself, and I'm just gonna be louder with it.
Queer.
I've already got it tattooed on me. Like
I know. I noticed
I
that.
love it.
literally
Yo.
on my arm. So let's go. Do I need to put it across my fucking forehead?
The guest,
Thank you.
the Love Bug Geo,
Hey, hi.
Construction Daddy Nino, and our Dr. Mikey for our episode today. And I can't do this as best as Construction Daddy, but you are loved. No, I was like, you are wanted. Continue to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Hey.
Thank you all too for having me and spending time with me and letting me rant on my fucking lesbianism over here.
No,
I
that's
love
what
it.
the world
Yeah.
needs.
Yeah.
That's what the world needs.
We need
More
more
lesbians.
lesbians.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Gio, and we're gonna say goodnight to Long Beach.
Good night. Long
Have a good one. See you guys next time.
Buona
Good night.
notte.
Thank you again.
Hey y'all, Christoph here, and we just wanted to say thank you for all the love and support, but don't forget to go ahead and give us a 5-star review, a like, a heart, a comment. They all help the podcast a lot. From all of us here at the Queer LBC, we greatly appreciate you.